Resident Imperfects for a second. No, well, Nemesis Resident Imperfects. It was a video game that was published by. It was developed by. It was developed by Nihilistic Soft Games Software, and it was published by Electronic Arts. It was developed. Now it was Nihilistic Games. And it was developed, published by Electronic Arts. It was famously the first game in, unfortunately, only game released from a partner deal between Marvel and Electronic Arts. That was now in the early 2000s. Marvel and Electronic Arts entered into an agreement that included uh, included develop a few games based on Marvel characters. Now the first one was that EA wanted to develop one featuring a whole bunch of characters that actually played. They would essentially actually also double as a backdrop pilot game for their own original franchise based on kind of their own OC original creation characters called the Imperfects. Now, this game ended up having kind of a troubled development. Now, supposedly this game, originally this game, because Marvel had only dealt with Capcom with developing fighting games, it was believed that part of a license, apparently had a licensing deal thing where, and part of the deal was that there also could not be any role-playing action elements, since Marvel had signed a deal with Activision to handle those types of games. So, Marvel Nemesis Rising Imperfects would eventually be a 3D brawler, basically like a fighting game. And it was actually often criticized for playing very similar to the forgotten cult fighting game Power Stone for the Dreamcast, which now does anyone here remember that game? It was developed for the Dreamcast, which, as everyone knows, was Sega's last ever gaming console and kind of one of their biggest failures. Really, it was their biggest failure that actually made them walk away from gaming completely. Now Marvel Nemesis Resident Imperfects, plot is basically like Marvel heroes, they start going missing, and it's all linked to a mysterious alien invasion. At the same time, there's these mysterious characters called the Perfects start showing up, cause havoc, and Marvel heroes can't figure out if the Perfects are on their side or if they're with the aliens. Now, the game was criticized for its really confusing story and kind of repetitive gameplay, where you basically just control one character at a time. Really, I mean, and you don't get to play as characters like Hulk, Captain America, Punisher. They actually get killed off in the beginning. I mean, which pissed a lot of people off. Now, there was a tiny comic book series that actually explained the game's story, so if you felt kind of lost about the game, chances are you will get. Yeah, and the game was also undersold too, and it actually led to Marvel ending their partnership with EA afterwards. So yeah, and it just, yeah.